Hello, my precious viewers. I'm Asambo. I'm about to interview the headmaster of Morning Glory Academy, Mr. Amankona. How would you describe this term so far?
Okay, Grace. How are you?
Please, I'm fine.
Thank God. You are doing well. It's such a great opportunity you've given me. Okay, so this time God has started this term on a very good note, and then we began the term with quite a low number of attendance, as it has become a normal tradition of the school. I don't know how it happened, but then we realized that when school resumes, we normally experience low turnout of attendance by students. So hopefully during the 4th week we started having the number of students coming to school and quite a number of new entrants. So far so good. God has been good to us, and then we hope that He ends the term on a very good note, as He has begun on a good note.
Can you briefly highlight the major events for this term?
Okay, so to talk of the major events, we can categorize it into 3 major aspects. We are looking at the social event, the academic event, and also the seasonal one. Of course, with the seasonal one, it's general, so it's an international something. So that every institution, you can't do away with it. But let me start with the academic event, since that is the major reason why we are in school. So initially, as we began the term with the first phase of the SBA, and then we are looking at having our mid-term SBA examination somewhere around 20th to 25th October 2025. Yes. So as you can see, the mid SBA examination will be added to the total results for the term's examination. So we are looking at beginning this exams on the 20th to 25th October, if things does not really change. And then to add up to it, since we are working with parents, we want to create an opportunity where they will get the chance to interact with teachers. So we are going to have an open day, which is scheduled to take place on the 23rd of October 2025. So I'll take this opportunity to urge every parent to make it up on this day, so that at least they can interact with the teachers to see how their words are faring, and also to make known to the teachers some of the things probably the teachers don't know goes on in the house. On the 3rd of November, we are looking at a very special program, which is dubbed Teachers Appreciation Day. Normally what happens is that students wait until we are vacating before they show appreciation to their teachers, right? Have you ever given a reward to a teacher?
Yes.
What did you give to you?
I gave him spray.
Spray?
And cloth.
But you never give him spray. Doesn't he hate? Yeah. Okay, that's good. Anyway, so just as you did for your teacher, you have another opportunity again to give a reward or a gift to your teacher. So every student will buy something and award it to his or her teacher on the 3rd of November 2025. So that will be it. And looking at the social events, okay, before I go to the social event, let me end the academic calendar. So on the 1st to 5th December, we'll have our revision week, where students will have to prepare for the term's examination. And then from the 8th to 17th December, we have our first term examination. So I think we are looking at closing the term on the 19th December 2025, where we'll have a end of year mega party. Will you come? Yes. So as you already know, this time around is going to be bigger. So we'll have our end of year, our day party. So to talk of the social events, in fact, Morning Glory, as you know, we are very, very, very dynamic when it comes to social events. So this time around, we've already begun with some of the social events. We had the spelling bee challenge, of which we had students from Basic 9 carrying the day in the first and second position, and then the third position being carried away by the student from Basic 8. So we've already done that aspect, and then we had a series of handball for boys, and then that of what, girls. Yes. So hopefully I think the next social event that we want to talk about, we'll have to deal with our SRC election. Yes. Already we have laid down strategies towards the upcoming SRC election. The 2025 SRC have done extremely well, and then they want to bring their positions to an end. In view of this, we have strategized the election system of Morning Glory. So this is what we did. Together with my able staff, we formed a very formidable electoral commission for Morning Glory Academy. And as you already know, we've announced the electoral commission of Morning Glory Academy, of which it consists of, the electoral commission consists of former leaders of the SRC. So we have the chairperson in the person of Priscilla Tiwachre, we have the vice Benjamin Otin, the secretary to be Ophelia Shramantin, and then we have the PRO, of course, Henry Gamigama. So they are going to see to it that we elect students into leadership so that they can be the leaders of the students. And you know they cannot work alone. So students don't work alone, they work with teachers, right? So we have formed a very strong vetting committee who will vet candidates for the electoral commission to present to the school community so that we can vote on them. So the vetting committee, we have the chairperson, of course, to be Sir Kennedy, and then we have the vice to be Sir Bismarck. We have the porter to be Sir Daniel. We have the secretary to be Madame Margarita. We have Sir Stanley forming part of the membership in terms of the vetting committee, and we have, of course, the financial officer, Sir Anthony. So this vetting committee will vet students. We'll see to it that they present students who are very good in terms of character, academically, they are not falling short and all those stuff. They will vet them and then give them to the SRC committee for students to vote on them. So with that event, now they have started purchasing the forms for various positions. So they have now till the 3rd of November to present the forms to the vetting committee. And of course, immediately they present the form, the vetting committee will sit and then vet those who have applied into various positions. So this vetting is going to take place from the 3rd to 8th November. So by 8th November, we are looking at knowing those who qualify to be voted into various positions. So I will urge every Basic A student who is interested in any position to buy the form and then get ready for vetting from the 3rd to 8th November. And of course, as usual, we are going to have our SRC week celebration. SRC week celebration. As you know, the last year, were you around? Did you enjoy it? What are some of the programs you enjoyed?
The old school.
I knew it to be the old school.
Traditional day.
The traditional day. Okay, so this time around, we have added a little bit of dynamism into it. So we'll have the SRC week. It's going to take place from the 10th to 15th November. So it's power packed. We are going to have cleanup exercises. We will have the old school day. We'll have the sports day, which will consist of various athletics, and then the cooking competition. Of course, we've laid down certain special meals for every class to prepare. And then, or in fact, that day, if you come to school and then you eat, you worry your stomach. So we are adding the cooking competition to the SRC week. So we urge every student to prepare for the SRC week. Of course, during the SRC week, you will be experiencing a little bit of campaign, because by then you might have known candidates who want to or who are looking out to become leaders into various positions. So after the SRC week, on the 4th of December, we will have our election. Yes, where students, the school community will have to queue and then vote for their favorite candidates into various positions. So on the 4th of December, we'll have our election. So that is, I think, what we'll be doing for the social event. And then, of course, the seasonal one, we can't enjoy this term without having a carol service. We'll have our carol service. I think last year you were part of the choir and you sang wonderful. You sang so, right? Yes. So this time around, we are going to have our carol service. The carol service is scheduled to take place on the 12th of December 2025. So we'll have our carol service, which is geared towards remembering the birth of Jesus Christ. So we are going to have drama, we'll have choreography, we'll have various readings, we'll have the choir performing, and a whole lot. In fact, we have invited so many dignitaries who will be coming. That day is going to be all white. So I will urge every parent and then staff, in fact the school community, to get ready for such event. To end up on the events for the school, I will urge every parent to get involved. I think last time we experienced certain challenges. So since we have laid down the proceedings and we know the events that we'll be having, I think every parent must prepare adequately and then get the items that the awards will need to make the event a very wonderful and presentable one. So that is what I can say in terms of the major events for this term.
Thank you. Any message to the parents?
Oh, my dear parents, I have a whole lot. The first I want to talk about is that I would like to thank them very much for their involvement, especially that is how they have helped the awards. But without the parents, there is no school. So it is through the parents that we come here and then they are able to teach students and then students also listen. But then the major challenge we are having has to do with some of the parents, not all of them, some of the parents. And as you can see, even in your own class, you have students who come to school and then they don't even have books. So we have students, can you imagine we still have students who are in class and then as it stands now we are, I think, in the 6th week, no, the 7th week, and there are still students who don't even have a single notebook to talk of textbooks. So you see, if we have such things happening to students, we want to ask the question, how would they learn? Or how do you expect your work to learn without books? So that's the major challenge we have here. So I'll urge every parent to, at least we know what goes on. We know things are really hard, but we still wake up, we eat, we still go for funerals and all those stuff. So I'll urge every parent to get the books for the awards so that at least the awards can also study and then make them proud. I think that is the reason why they have brought them to school. And then secondly, to another major challenge we want to talk about is putting on prescribed uniforms or footwears. Yes, you realize we have parents who will go to town and then buy very nice and expensive shoe and then decide to buy white or any other color. Meanwhile, the school has been designed in such a way that we have our own rules that we follow to make sure everything is in order. So they go, they buy white shoe, and then they expect us to accept their color. Meanwhile, the school has its own plans, right? So parents should try everything as much as possible to get the prescribed shoe for their words so that they will look very neat. There is a reason for everything that we do in this school. Apart from that, my parents are very wonderful, and I want to thank them so much for their inputs towards their words.
Asambo Grace report. Thank you.